Hey there everyone, Crunchy Scott here, and today I am going to review the new Kylie Minogue song, Dancing. I've been listening to the song for a couple of days now and I have a few thoughts, and I'm reviewing her because of course I still consider her to be kind of like an 80s pop princess that I listened to when I was a teenager. So that's what I'm going to do, a review of Kylie Minogue's song, Dancing. I will give it 1 to 5 cassette tapes. Before I get to that though, if you are new to my channel, you'll usually find me in my kitchen because I am obsessed with the 80s. So what I do is I take 80s music, movies, television, whatever it is, 80s, and I turn them into recipes. Always awesome vegan recipes. So if that sounds good to you, then go ahead and hit subscribe. If you're not new to my channel and you're already subscribed, thank you for coming and joining me today. But you probably may have noticed that I'm doing a little bit more vlogging, and that's just kind of something I wanted to do. I'm doing some reviews, I'm just doing some of my thoughts on some things that are always 80s related and vegan related. So thanks for coming and joining my channel today. Lots of fun stuff to come. Okay, so here's what you can expect from today's video. I will of course go over everything that I know about Kylie Minogue's new song, Dancing. I'll also tell you about an awesome 80s flashback. It's actually my favorite Kylie Minogue song from the 80s, so you'll definitely want to hear what that is. And then of course I will rate Kylie Minogue's new song, 1 to 5 cassette tapes, 5 cassette tapes being you need to download the song right now. I had no idea that Kylie Minogue was putting out a new album this year. I had just been listening to some of her Christmas stuff over the holidays and I was like, oh, I love Kylie Minogue. I wish she'd put out another song. And then just a couple days ago, I read, okay, there's Kylie Minogue's new song, and she's actually going to be putting out another album this year, which is really exciting. So I'm only going to play a few seconds, because I don't even think I'm allowed to play like a long clip of her song or anything like that. I'm going to play like 4 seconds and let you kind of hear what I heard when I first clicked on that little button. I actually heard it first on YouTube. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I must have clicked on the wrong song because that sounds country. But then I kept playing and I was like, oh, it does have kind of like a country flavor to it. And then I listened to the whole song and I was like, okay, she's even singing with a little twang. It's kind of like a mix between country and pop. I have to fully admit, when I first heard the song and I played it through, I didn't like it. And that was really a shock to me because I'm almost instantly in love with Kylie Minogue's songs. I remember like when All the Lovers came out, I could not wait fast enough to buy that song. But this one I was kind of like, oh, I don't really think I dig that one. So that was a little disheartening, but I was like, you know, here's what I'll do. I'll listen to it for a few days. And that's what I did. I listened to it when I was at the gym. I listened to it when I was shaving. I listened to it before I went to bed. I just listened to it constantly, forcing myself. And now I kind of like it a little bit more. It's still a little too country for me. I like the lyrics. The lyrics are about, to me, I've read some other things, people are interpreting it differently, but Kylie Minogue is around, like Kylie Minogue turns 50 this year and I'm 45 this year. So we're like in that same age range. And so to me, it kind of symbolically meant, you know, we're not too old to go have some fun. But I think other people are just reading into it like, oh no, you just want to go out and have a fun night of dancing. Okay, you know, like, okay, whatever. Whatever we all get out of it is just fine. But, you know, my thing is, you know, this song, I just don't know. I'm definitely, the more I listen to it, the better I like it, if that makes any sense. I did read that she recorded it in Nashville, and I think she even used some Nashville producers as part of this album and this song. I'm not sure about the album, so that kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if she's trying to like make a stand in the country music world here in the United States, but just know that when you do download it, it does have a very significant and signature country, modern country sound. Okay, are you ready for a total 80s flashback? Yes, I have a favorite 80s Kylie Minogue song, and it's not Locomotion, which is kind of the big hit that she had over here in the United States, and that was kind of everybody's first introduction to Kylie Minogue over here in the States. It's actually this song. I'm only gonna play a little, quickie little song about it. Okay, again, I can't play everything. I don't know what the rules are about playing songs, so I'm only gonna play just like the quickest little clip. But that is my favorite Kylie Minogue song. I wouldn't change a thing. I loved the video, I loved the song, and you have to think back, this was back in the 80s when that came out, so you had to, if you wanted to watch the video, you had to catch it on your VCR, and this was not a well-played or an extensively played song here in the United States. Definitely, I never heard it on the radio. I only saw it randomly on some of the nighttime video shows that we would watch. MTV never played it. I would watch it mainly on like TBS. They had a video show at night, and then NBC had a nighttime video show as well. And I think I caught this one at NBC, recorded it, and that was really my only access to it for years. And interestingly, you know, Kylie Minogue here in the United States, I don't know if you care about this or not, but we had the Locomotion, that was her big hit, and then she went away. Like, I know she continued to produce amazing things for Europe and in Australia and stuff like that, but in the United States, we didn't really become familiar with her again until like the late 90s or early 2000s when she kind of had some club hits, and they started making their way onto the radios and definitely into the club scene, particularly the gay club scene, which I was not a part of. I was happily partnered back then and didn't hit the clubs. But anyways, that was Kylie Minogue. That was my favorite 80s song, and it brings back such good memories. So now I have the song, of course, downloaded, and I listen to it all the time, and I watch the video all the time because I remember vividly trying to do the moves that the backup dancers did, and I can still do them. They're not hard, they're total 80s moves, you know, real simple stuff. Okay, so what am I going to rate Kylie Minogue's new song, Dancing? 1 to 5 cassette tapes, 5 cassette tapes being the absolute go out and download this song right now. You want to listen to it on a loop, and 1 being stay away. Well, I think I'm going to give it, after listening to it for days now and trying to fall in love with it and finding little elements that I like, I think I'm right in the middle, 2.5 cassette tapes. I wouldn't say download it right now, but I would say listen to it on YouTube a couple times. You be the judge. I'm going to link it down below, and so I want you to judge it and tell me what you think about it. Because I'm very curious about what her upcoming album is going to have. So this is evidently just a single as part of an album that's going to come out in the spring called Golden. So I'm very curious to listen to that song, and I have a completely open mind about what's to come with Kylie Minogue, because she has not really, she hasn't let me down in the past. And so I'm really thinking this new song, I'm also looking forward to like maybe a remixed version of this song, Dancing, because I'm like, you know, that could have a good beat. I'm looking for that treadmill beat, you know, like that thing that just kind of keeps you going when you're on the treadmill or you're lifting weights and you're like, argh. But anyways, so 2.5 cassette tapes. Please tell me what you think about it. Thanks so much for joining me today for this review of Kylie Minogue's new song, Dancing. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you're not a subscriber to my channel and you liked this review, then go ahead and subscribe. I'm usually in my kitchen mixing up 80s movies, music, and TV. So if you like the sound of that, kind of poke around and check out some of the videos. Also hit that notification bell so you can get an email whenever I upload a new video, which I promise I'm going to do a better job of. Anyways, have a great day and go listen to Kylie Minogue's new song, Dancing.